of Obolo near Ekoka. Speaking to the ABS, the managing director of AMA, Engineer Obin Nandoka, said it was in line with the mandate given to them by Governor Soludo to put all roads in order as soon as possible to put an end to hardship experienced by Indianambra on those roads. He explained that to ensure that the mandate was achieved, Governor Soludo has provided necessary funding and equipment needed to achieve this. The AMA MD disclosed that they would expand the intervention to more sites by next week, now that the rains are over, and because this time of the year records heavy traffic on the state's roads due to the high number of markets in the state.
We are working in line with the mandate of His Excellency Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. Just like he said, we had some challenges driving along this road because of the gully erosion happening by the shoulders where we are standing. So we got a mandate from His Excellency to ensure in a very short period to make the driving experience safer from the Anambra, and that is what we've done. Mr. Governor has supported us in every way. We have equipment, as you can see, we have materials, we have funding. So what we need to do is deliver.
A resident of Onitsha, Mr. Chuks Osuago, was full of appreciation to the governor for his intervention on the failed portions of New Market Road, where he said has been a nightmare to them.
Benefit of Soludo coming on through, because what we're experiencing here before, I don't even have what to express it, but there have been some changes. I can feel the impact of the man that is on road now.
At Odera Market, Oka, some traders at the area, including Messrs. Linus Moka, Solomon Chibo, Nnemeka Nweke, and Sunday Igwe, applauded efforts of Anambra State government in providing road infrastructure to Indianambra, as they lamented their plight on the condition of the road before the intervention.
Having seen this thing today, I'm thanking Soludo for coming for our intervention. So I know from today or say tomorrow, things will be happening that will be occurring here at the past. We will not be seeing it again.
Meanwhile, men of AMA were seen laying stone base on the areas marked for intervention. In Oka, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The National Population Commission (NPC) has appealed to Indianambra to join the commission in its bid to give Nigeria a reliable demographic data through the forthcoming 2023 elections. The Federal Commissioner in Anambra State, Mr. Chidi Ezeoke, made the appeal during a two-day workshop on compendium of locality in 2023 population housing census organized by the commission in collaboration with Anambra State government held in Awka. Queen Anibogu completes the story.
Attracted President General for communities in Anambra State, political appointees among others. The compendium of localities in census taking is a tool for census data dissemination as well as for national planning and development. Mr. Ezeoke explained that the compendium of localities that will be presented to the President before the 2023 population and housing census is intended to be an aggregation of the consensus of stakeholders across the Federation and will be placed in the Gazette of Places and Names for the country. He assured that this will be purposely relevant in the drive towards sustainable national development, noting that the Commission is committed to ensuring that everything about the census is done rightly and professionally.
The compendium of localities in census taking is a tool for census data dissemination as well as for national planning and development. The 2023 population and housing census results will be released up to the lowest level of the census entities, which could be as small as a camp.
In his remarks, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solo Chukwulobelu, represented by Mrs. Oninechi Edokwe, called on NPC while carrying out the census exercise to pay special attention to peculiarities in Anambra State to ensure that the state is properly counted. He also charged the participants to take the message of the workshop down to the grassroots to ensure their people participate fully in the forthcoming national census.
A workshop for us to know exactly what is being expected of us to do, and ours is just for us to go back, ensure that we sensitize our people on the need and the importance of this very important exercise.
In his address, the State Director, MPC, Anambra State, Dr. Joaquin Olasi, said the state-level workshop is very important and aimed at acquainting and familiarizing the stakeholders with good knowledge of localities and settlement pattern. He appreciated Governor Chukwuma Soludo for his support to the Commission and local government chairmen and presidents general for their support during the enumeration area demarcation. In his goodwill message, the State Director, National Orientation Agency, Barrister Charles Nwoji, noted that NOAA intend to change the narrative by using their available platforms and robust structure to create widespread awareness to motivate persons, families and groups to get counted, and called on all and sundry to take this as a challenge and bring the census exercise to fruition. Also speaking, the representative of Independent National Electoral Commission, Mr. Kingsley Anoforo, pointed out the collaboration between INEC and NPC to achieve national developmental goals, and as well informed Anambra that INEC is recruiting ad hoc staff for the next election and encouraged them to apply. For the national president, Anambra State Association of Town Unions, Barrister Titus Abudo, thanked God for the sensitization about the census which started early in Anambra State and told the President General to do the needful, saying that to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
Every need. Na ọ dakwa ụdị a na-akwado 2023 election. Anyị apụta n'igwe tinye aka n'akwụkwọ dịka akọ na uche onye si gwe ya. The most important thing na vote onye dị etu a si ebe apụta. Anyị na-ayọkwu ndị INEC, ndị be anyị na-ata afọ.
Digital display of the locality maps for the state, presentation of the state's locality list, interaction with stakeholders featured during the event. Queen Anebogo, ABS News.
Clothing and other materials worth about 5 million naira have been collected for distribution of floods to flood victims in various holding centers in Anambra State by the Anambra State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Odemma Okanot People's Assembly, and A&D Foundation. The chairman of Anambra State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Dr. Emeka Odogu, announced this at the Congress of the Union held at the Godwin Ezemo International Press Center in Awka. Joseph Ibocha reports.
Present at the interactive section before the Nigerian Union of Journalists Congress were the chairman of Odemma Okanot People's Assembly, Chief Shedrack Anekwe, and chairman of A&D Foundation, Mr. Aloysius Tabansi. In their separate remarks, Chief Anekwe and Mr. Tabansi thanked the Soludo administration for the ongoing road projects in Okanot local government area, adding that the road projects and other infrastructural projects will help the area contribute more as one of the food baskets of the state. They noted that Awka, the state capital, is still congested because communities that made up Awka capital territory have not been fully developed.
We do not want to play politics. It's made up of all political parties in Awka North, all political parties, and non-politicians. They are the members of Odemma Awka North. And so far so good, we have been trying our best with the help of some people, mostly A&D Tabans.
Our community is to help the less privileged, especially in the area of empowerment, education, and health. So we all realize that there is need for us to come together and do something, since each and every one of us are fighting for the betterment of the downtrodden. That is what brought about the marriage we are talking about today.
Also present at the Congress of the Nigerian Union of Journalists was the member representing Ekusigo, Nnewi North and South Federal Constituency at the National Assembly and candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance ABGA for the Anambra South Senatorial District in the 2023 general elections, Honorable Chris Azubogu, who commended the partnership as part of efforts aimed at giving succor to victims of flood disaster.
I am happy to be here. I come here to continue with my partnership with AUJ Anambra State. It is collective responsibility. Leadership in the country have failed all of us, and presently we are doing soul search. We are looking at how best to face this challenge.
adding that the fostering partnership with Nigeria Union of Journalists has helped to serve the people better.
Advocates stressed the importance of instilling the basics of Igbo language and culture in the younger generation to save it from extinction. This was a standout message during the third edition of an Igbo language event tagged Asusu Igbo Digide, organized by Anambra State Library Board. In Oka, correspondent Blessing Uchendo reports.
Igbo language, one of the three major languages spoken in Nigeria, has over the years been losing speakers and writers. Speaking during the event, the outgoing director of Anambra State Library Board, Dr. Nkechi Udeze, said that the annual program was aimed at promoting Igbo language and culture and harped on the need to quickly restore the pride of the revered language, while charging parents, guidance, and teachers to teach and inculcate Igbo language and values in their children and wards. Dr. Udeze urged upcoming authors to put more efforts in writing Igbo literatures to encourage reading and learning of the language across board.
Onye nna na nna ya pụta wee sị nobody will speak Igbo here. Si na na asị. No tosigokwa na nkie. N'iwu bụ na omenala anyị ga-adị unu ga-ama na asị Igbo. Daalụ nọ.
Speaking on the theme of this year's edition, Ndị Igbo Onyagala Nwanne Ya, a guest lecturer, Professor Nkechinyere Nwokoye, called for the integration of Igbo cultural values and listed brotherly love, sanctity of blood, respect for elders, and hard work as some Igbo cultural values that must be returned to.
Omenala ndị dị njọ na-adapụ ebe ndị ọhụrụ na-abata. Omenala ndị dịgidere ka a na-akpọ ọdịnala. Emekata ọdịgide akpọbazie ya ọdịnala. Ọtụtụ ọdịmara ọdịnala ndị na-apụta ihe n'ụdị atụmatụ okwu. Ọ bụ ya mere na ndị Igbo, ọdịnala ndị Igbo bara ụba rinne. Otu n'ime ọdịnala ndị Igbo nke anyị na-eleba anya n'ebe a n'ụbọchị taa bụ nke anyị kpọrọ
The chairman on the occasion and vice president of Ohaneze Ndị Igbo Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene, said that people's mode of dressing speaks more about their identity and urged people to stop looking down on Igbo tradition and attire.
Na bụ papa ha nwaanyị dị mma anyị na-eme pampa mana ọ na-atụ egwu mgbe ọ hụrụ nwaanyị mara ọmụma na ntụkwasị because imam ga-asị ya nne ka ime onye nọ n'aka ga-arụ di nwachafu ha ese na that is the only thing get differentiate ame ka ha mata ibe dị iche na oke na nkwere.
In their separate speeches, Igwe Michael Ngene of Nibo community, his Umawulu community counterpart, Igwe Joel Egwong, and Igwe Ben Emeka of Umeri commended the organizers and blamed parents who do not speak Igbo language to their children. Some students who spoke to the ABS, including Master Somtochukwu Anene and Ms. Chinaza Udede, expressed happiness over the event and promised to be ambassadors of Igbo language. Competition on speaking and writing of Igbo language, cultural displays, and presentation of prizes climaxed the event. In Oka, Blessing Uchendo, ABS News.
And moving on to our national stories now, 19 newly appointed resident electoral commissioners have been sworn in by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, charged them to be transparent and courageous in the discharging of their responsibilities. He reminded them that even though the task is difficult, their loyalty should be to Nigerians by ensuring that votes determines winners in the 2023 general election. According to the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the commission has over the years worked tirelessly to reform the electoral processes and introduce a series of innovations that are generally acknowledged to have improved the electoral process. In an interview with the ABS, the new Anambra State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Queen Elizabeth Agwu, promised to give Anambra a transparent election as she's coming with positive impact, while her Edo State counterpart, Oboe Fanga, who responded on behalf of others, promised that they will not be influenced by self-interest. More than 30 tankers holding liquefied natural gas are idling just off Europe's shoreline, the Financial Times reported, as traders are holding out for higher market prices. According to shipping analytics company Vostexa, the ships are carrying a combined worth of $2 billion LNG and are sailing slowly around northwest Europe and the Iberian Peninsula. Another 30 ships are sailing across the Atlantic and are expected to join the tankers before the winter, data from Vostexa showed. LNG tankers in European waters have doubled in the past 2 months as European countries filled their storage tanks to near their limits before the winter. In response to Western sanctions for its invasion of Ukraine, Russia has decreased gas supplies to some European countries. But traders keeping their tankers offshore are counting on prices to increase in the months ahead as cold weather sets in and lifts heat and demand, releasing gas from storage. A suicide bomber has detonated his explosives near a military training camp in Somalia, killing at least 5 people and wounding 11 others, according to the state-run Sona News Agency. The attack at the camp in the Somali capital, Mogadishu, was claimed by the Al-Shabaab armed group and comes a week after twin explosions in the capital that left at least 116 dead. Sona announced the death toll in a Twitter post, citing the Somali National Army Chief Odawa Yusuf Riga. Sona said the attack happened at the camp's entrance and quoted Raja as saying that Somali troops thwarted the bomber from reaching his target. Earlier, Adan Yare, another military official, told the AFP news agencies that the assailant targeted the Zero Naknak training camp for army recruits. Witnesses reported seeing several ambulances arrive at the scene of the attack. There was no official statement from the government about the attack. And on sports news, Chelsea have confirmed that Ben Chilwell has been ruled out of the 2022 World Cup after his scan confirmed that he will be sidelined for a lengthy period of time. Defender Chilwell limped off with a hamstring injury during the closing stages of Chelsea's Champions League win over Dynamo Zagreb. The England left-back has since gone for a scan, and the club have confirmed the extent of his injury, meaning he will miss out on heading off to Qatar and potentially even a return before the Premier League resumes on Boxing Day. The 22-year-old was selected in Gareth Southgate provisional 55-man squad for the major tournament and was expected to make the final 26-man team as one of their left-back options alongside Manchester United's Luke Shaw. The latest injury news is yet another blow for the three Lions, who are already sweating over the fitness of both Reece James and Kyle Walker for the tournament, while midfielder Calvin Phillips is also a doubt. And that's it on the news this morning. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ABS Television Oka, and follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Well, and just before we go this morning, a quick look at all major stories. Anambra State government is to commence intervention on Umuchu Iburibu Umunte Road. National Population Commission is seeking support for credible 2023 census. INEC Chairman Yakubu has urged personnel to be transparent, courageous, and discharging duties. And the foreign scene we brought to you that suicide bomber has killed 5 people in Somalia. Well, and that's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I am Iberi Ugonna. Good morning, and Anambra continues shortly. Please stay with us.